Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and today we're going to make some corner tucks. I don't have any of those left, and I'd like to have a few to go in the journals that I'm working on now. So I thought I'd just bring you guys along with me. Sorry, I busted my finger a minute ago trying to do something. But I thought first I might use some of these scrap vellum pieces that I have and just make some vellum pockets. Corner tuck pockets, since I've got a few of these left. But you can use anything. You don't have to have vellum. You can use anything you got. And all I'm going to do is just fold it like that. I'm just folding it over to meet that edge, and then I'm going to trim it off. That's going to be it. But we will do something different, so hang around. This is not going to be all of it, because you're looking at that thinking, okay, I already know how to do that. And I will stitch around mine. You don't have to do that, but I want to. So that one would go down probably that way on a page. Let's just say, grab something. This is the page, and it would go down like that, and then something would tuck in there. And this is thick enough that it wouldn't even have to be glued, because it's so thick, and when you fold vellum over that's thick like this, it's good to go. But we'll probably put a little bit of glue on it in a minute. I want to put something else on the outside there though, but I don't know what exactly. Might just do a little bitty flower, or just a little label of some kind. Or even a butterfly. So this is not going to be rocket science, but I just thought you guys might want to hang out with me. Hope you do. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what I do want to put on here. That paper is so pretty, it really doesn't need a lot. But I want a little bit of something on it. I kind of like that. We might use, let me find that little scrap piece of paper. Put a little scrap of paper and put that on there, like that. That should work. So, what are you guys doing today? Alicia and I have been pulling out of the archives and getting things ready to sell. I've just got way so much stuff, as I've told you guys before. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, though. It's not like I collected it all up over 2 or 3 days. I mean, I've been doing it since, oh my goodness, probably way before 2005. Long, long time. So I've got lots of things collected up, and lots of things that I don't use anymore that needs to go to a new home. So we're going to be having another pretty big sale coming up on clearance items. And then I've got some digitals in the works. I'll be loading up some digitals here pretty soon. I was going to try to get them up today, but we worked on this other stuff for so long that I just didn't manage to get them up today. So I'll get them up tomorrow, and that's those vintage checks and all of that I used in yesterday's video. I'll get those up. I should be able to get them up by tomorrow. Because I've had a couple of people that's already asked where to get them, and I just hadn't had time to get them up today. I thought I would, but Alicia came over, and when she comes over to work, I have to utilize her because she's got a stronger back than her mama does. So when she comes over to work, I try to do the things that is, you know, that I can't do by myself, in other words. Okay, so I think that's going to be enough for that. Just plain simple, and I'll probably stitch around it. Now, this is a little piece of vellum that I had already folded, and it's got the little Well, yeah, you can see them, the little polka dots on it. And I don't want that to be so plain, so I'm going to put some paper, some book page on the inside of that. You can put anything on the inside of it. You could use something like this and put in there. Well, that'd be pretty. Ooh, we might do that, actually. Now that I put it in there, okay, I'm going to tear off an edge here that's straighter than that. And you can also just use your, scrapbook paper, your digitals, whatever you have. All kinds of scraps makes this. All right, let's see. I almost cut it too short. That's smart, Edith. I think it'll be okay, though. We'll just put it like that. So I'm going to put that down in there. And you can use your Bearly Art glue, or you can use a glue stick, whichever one you prefer. I like my Bearly Art. It does, until it dries, it shows through. After it dries, I've never had a problem with it showing through my vellum. And then, like I said, I stitch around mine anyway. The trick to it is you've got to press that glue down real well when you put it on there. See how you press it in and then it doesn't show. So we'll just put all kinds of stuff inside this vellum. You can put more than, one page in there. Put different pages in. Collage it. Just do all kinds of stuff. But isn't that pretty? Just that. And of course the back is white, but don't worry about that because you're going to put it down on the page like this. And I like to ink around mine because I like ink and vellum together. And like I said, even though I am going to stitch on mine, I still want some inking done. Now I'm going to put some little flower on there, I think. Oh, I like that one. But then we need a label under that, or over it, or around it, or through it. Let's see. Got this little label. Oh yeah, I don't mind that. I'm going to cut that little piece of white off right there. It's just a little tiny piece that bugs me. And then the other little tiny pieces of white there around the edges, I'm just going to ink those. See how they just disappear when I ink them? And then we'll put that there, and I'm going to ink this little label. Well, drop it. Oops, I almost put that upside down. And if you don't have any art glitter glue, if you don't have any Bearly Arts glue, we still have some that is left at the old price. When this is gone, we have to go up on it just like everybody else has. But right now, we've still got a few bottles that are at the old price. Look at that. I like that. Simple, easy, but it looks pretty, I think. Now, I've got this pink piece of vellum. Have no idea where I got it, but we're going to use a piece of it. Let's see. And then we'll put something on the inside. I don't know what. Now, I'm doing mine this way, like a little triangle. You can do them different ways. We'll do some another way in just a second. And we'll show you a couple of different ways to do them. Now, you could do, this could be a little, let me find a page that I could work this out on so that you'll know what I'm talking about. Hang on. Okay, let's just pretend this is our journal page. This could be, let me figure it out here. Okay, there we go. This could be your little side tuck. We'll have to go the other way, Edith. Okay, so this could be your side tuck, which would go there, like that. And then this could fold around the page, like that. So there's your side tuck. This is folded around, and then you have a pocket on this side, or you could fold this back and make a different kind of pocket. So let's do one of those. Let's just figure that out. I'm going to fold it back like that. And that doesn't look anything near straight. Let's do it that way. There we go. Okay, so there is a pocket on that side that we can tuck things in. And then on this side, we've got our little corner tuck. Let's see what we might want to put inside this one. What do you think? Ooh, we could put some of this. Now, this paper actually came from our E-Club kit for February, I do believe. Let me look at it and see what I think. I'm going to cut my birds off, so I don't think I'm going to do that, but I think I know what I am going to do. Hold on. I had another idea, so let's see if it works. So I'm going to take a piece of this old vintage book. I'm going to cut the edge off, or tear the edge off. I'll save that to stamp on. And I'm going to put this in there, and it doesn't matter which way I put it because there's going to be a book page on both sides. Okay. All right, let me work this out in my brain here. Then we're going to trim this off. You know, I have to work it out in my brain as I go along because we don't practice. My baseball coach or softball coach he used to get so mad at me because I hated practice. I had been playing ball all my life, and I hated practice. And he'd say, if you don't come to practice, you're not going to be able to play. That's just it. Why do you not want to come to practice, he'd say. I said, well, why do I need to come to practice? I've been playing ball for 10 years. If I don't know how to play ball now, then all the practice in the world is not going to help me. He would get so upset with me. But, you know, you have a mind of your own when you're young like that. Now I'm thinking about, oh, look at that. I love that. Now that bird is not real dark, but I think when we get it glued down, it's going to show through. Look how cute that is. Oh, and you could even do that with a flower. Let's do this one with the bird. We'll do another one with the flower. Okay, I'm liking this. Made up as we go along. I'm liking it. All right, now I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down here to hold my birdie in place. Don't have to have a lot because guess what? It's going to be closed up in here. Oh, cute. And then on this side, we don't need to put anything because that's going to get glued down to the page. So we're just going to glue that, and I do need to trim off a little bit more. Okay. Now take your bone folder or something and press that glue in. And you can see on this one I put quite a bit, so right now it looks a little wet. It'll dry. Okay, so that will be the edge of the page. And then this is going to wrap around, and then we'll have a pocket on this side. So I want to put something under this one too. And let's see. Let's just grab a scrap of some time. Ooh, that would be pretty, but I don't think I have enough of it. Oh, I do, that way. Let's put it that way. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tear this side straight. ish. Oh, you could put lace in these. You could, oh, all kinds of things. Okay, now I'm getting excited. Now I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue behind this because I'm gonna stitch it. But if you're not gonna stitch, then use some good glue and just glue it all down. I'm gonna stitch this in place, so I don't need a lot of glue. But you could use if you have a glue stick, use that because that usually doesn't show through vellum. If you have art glitter glue does, and it sometimes puckers your vellum, but if you'll take it and put it on with either a brush or your finger and spread it out, then it won't be quite as bad. Look at that, isn't that cute? I like it. Okay, now right here, what are we going to do? I think I'm going to fold this to the inside. I really don't want that on the outside. So I'm just going to fold this in like that. Oh, I like that. Now, I will show you after I stitch these. I'll have photos, close-up photos, where you can see how they look after the stitching and after this glue dries. Because, you know, right now you're seeing the glue part on there, too. Because, you know, I'm heavy-handed when it comes to gluing anyway. Now, I think on the outside I want to put some kind of little label or something on the outside. Oh, I think I want to put that little butterfly. So I'm going to cut him out real quick. Okay, let's put that there. And then I am just going to put a little bitty, I'm going to put that little label behind it. Now you could just make these up and not put anything on them until you start to put them in your journal. Oh, I like that. Cute. Okay, there's another. All right, let's take this little scrap piece of vellum and we'll figure out what we can do with him. I like to fold it because it does make it thicker, plus you can put something on the inside. But we're going to need to straighten this one up some. Okay. That didn't straighten the back, did it? And then on this top right here, I think I'm just going to cut it across like that. Okay, and then that will be a larger side tuck. Let me find a paper. So see, that will go further across the page and you'll have a bigger space there. We can even like round this little edge off where it's not doesn't have a point. Just rounded it off like that. Then we can put something in behind this. Okay, let me grab a piece of scrap and see what we can come up with. I wonder what this lace would look like behind that. Oh, I like that. Okay. This is just a scrap out of my scrap pile, so we're using scraps all along here. I can't even tear straight today. All right, let's see. Yeah, we'll pull that down like that. Okay. I'm going to use some glue stick just to show you that the glue stick works as well. I just make sure that I press it down well so it doesn't get any bubbles in it. And then we're going to trim this off. And I'm going to go back and trim that with my trimmer because I can't really see the edge of that one. So trim it. Got all of these contacts, and not contacts, got all this eye surgery and implants and everything else. I'm still having trouble seeing, but it's not as bad as it was. It's just sometimes up close, unless it's a really good light, I still have a little bit of trouble, which that's to be expected, as old as my eyes are. Okay, screw that back part down, and then we'll just trim this off right here. Oh, I like that. So you see that lace shows through behind that? That's pretty. And once we stitch it, it's really going to look good, I think. And we're using up scraps. Okay, now do we want a little bit of something on there? Like a, I don't know, maybe a bigger label, maybe a number. I think I'll just put one of Tracy's labels on there. Yeah, let's do that one. This is Tracy Fox off Etsy. Okay. And I feel like we need some little something right up there. So let's grab maybe one of Tina's little numbers. Well, let's go with that. Brooklyn did a video while she was over here today, and she answered you guys' questions that you had on that one video from Valentine. So I'll be editing that and putting it up as soon as I can. So there's that one, the larger one. All right. Let's do one out of this blue, and let's do another corner one where it goes, wraps around. Let's see which side is which. Not exactly sure. And I'm just going to use this little fold that's already in it, if I can. It keeps fighting me. That way I don't have to fold it again. Okay. And we'll trim this part off. And then that will fold around. Let's see, let's put it folding the other way this time. Fold around to that side. Okay. Okay. And that's kind of long, so I'm going to trim it off a little bit, I think. Yeah, let's trim it, and I'll just tear it, because if I try to cut it, I definitely will go crooked. Just trim it right there. And then we'll fold this one. I'm going to fold it to the inside like I did that other one. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that I got this folded the right way. So that, yep, I think so. Let's just do this page again. So this would go like this, and there's your corner, and then that would fold around, and there's your other pocket right there. And we're going to put something behind this one too, I think. I think I'm just going to put book page in there because this has actually got like flowers on it. So let's just put some book page in there. See if I have a big one. Those are all scrap pieces. I was trying to use up a lot of my scrap book pages. I actually have an abundance of scrap book pages, so, you know, just pieces and parts. So I was trying to actually use all those up before I tore anymore. But most of them are not big enough. Oops. See, I let that slide when I was tearing it. And that's not really big enough either. Okay, let's grab this old piece. This would be the only way you could preserve this one, I'm sure, because it's very, very brittle. Very brittle. It's actually trying to fall apart in my hand. Now, put it under here and then see. Yeah, that'll work. We'll go with it like that. So I'm just going to trim it. And I'll actually trim closer in a minute. Right now I'm just trimming it so I make sure I don't cut that back piece. So I'm going to put a little glue in there. Whoops. I don't want to pull it out. There we go. All right, and then since this is going to be a pocket on this side, we need to glue that little piece down. And then we can put something under here. What would we like to put under there? Okay, I think I'm going to put that big butterfly under there. Now, since that's going to be a pocket, I'm going to need to glue this down real well. And the glue is going to need to go on the top of the butterfly. Because we don't want whatever we slide in and out of the pocket to stick on the butterfly. There we go. Got a little butterfly under there. So there's a pocket on this side. Put it back on here so you can see it. There's a little corner tuck pocket over here. And then you flip it over and you've got another pocket over here with a butterfly in it. Now this one, we need a little bit of something on here. Oh, everything now is sticking to my fingers. I'm gonna put the ink around just to get rid of that bold white that's on there. I could trim it, but I don't want to right now. I'm very, very hungry, so I need to go eat. So I don't want to do any exertion. All right, let's use a piece of this. And we'll make a little wrap around with it. A little scrap piece that I had left over from a project that I did not too long ago. Okay, so there's our corner tuck. Just need to trim this off. And then that will wrap around the page. And I'm going to cut that off, or trim it off. About right there, I think. Don't want too big of a pocket. And I'm going to fold that in about right there. Okay, so there's another side tuck. Or corner tuck. And then a wrap around pocket. And that one doesn't need much at all, does it? I like that. Oh, let's see. Do we want to put anything on the inside of it? I don't think we need to. It's kind of got plenty, I think, in there, but let's see. No, I think that'll take away. Let's leave that one. We don't want to take away from it. And I'm just going to ink it a little bit. This one will be done. Now, if you have just clear vellum, like I did on that other clear vellum, just put something behind it. And then it won't be clear anymore. Okay. And see, that one, I don't think it needs anything behind it either, because you've got these little numbers and all of that extra in there. Let's see. I've got these laying on my desk. I don't know. No, I don't really want to cover my number up. Let's see. I was straightening it up a little while ago. No, I don't like that. Ooh, I like that one. I like that dark green with that dark green on there. But I do want a label behind it. I think that one will work. Can y'all believe that it's the last day of February? I can't. This month has flew. There we go. And I like that too. So that one is finished. Okay, I'm going to do one more with some clear vellum just to show you that you can use any kind of vellum you have. You can do this with little plastic pieces. You can do it with anything. Just do it with what you have. I'm just going to tear this piece. This is a scrap. Now, let's see. I'm thinking about something and I don't know if it's going to work or not. Alright, let's go ahead and figure out which way I want this to fold. Okay, I think we can do it. Let's go ahead and fold it here. And then I'm going to tear off just a little bit of this. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to put this inside there. Well, if I can get it open with my fingers. Oh yes, we can get those little birds in there, just like that. So I'm gonna put a little glue on my birdies. Just enough to hold them in place until I stitch. Whoops, don't press it down yet. There we go. And if you, like I said, if you're not going to stitch, you can still do this. Just glue it real well. You don't have to stitch. Okay. Now, I'm going to carefully, I hope, trim this. And like I said, this is a piece of paper that we got in the E-Club kit, I think last month. I'm not sure. And I think it's beautiful. I have not wanted to use it, but I think this will be a good use for it. Okay, got that. Then I want to put one over here too. So let's see. I don't know that I'm going to fold that this time. Let me think. Okay, so that'll go on the page. And I have to always look at this to make sure. That'll go on the page like that. Isn't that cute? And then that'll flip around. So we need something under there. Oh, I think we can get those two little birds on there. Yep, just like that. Okay. So I'm going to put some glue on here. Whoops. I'm bad about letting things slide, so I have to watch myself. There we go. Now, if you want to put a piece of paper behind this, you can. I don't see any need in it, but if that, you know, if it bothers you and you think you want a piece of paper behind, you can. I'm going to try my best to tear that right down through there. I hope I've got another sheet of this. I love this paper. And yeah, I'm going to have to cut that little birdie, but he'd be all right. He's just flying out of this scene there. Okay. Oh, how cute. Look at that. I love that. Okay, we're gonna, I wonder if I can punch a pull in this. It's still wet. Yep. That is cute. Ink him up. Okay. Now let's put him on here and we'll show you what this looks like. Do this side first and then you can see there's the little birdies. And I may put a little number or something on there, but that, I don't want to do anything to cover up my birdies. And then there is that side. Isn't that pretty? So don't worry about if you can't print on vellum. Just get vellum, get some scrap paper that's really pretty, put behind it, glue it down, and you've got it. That's all it takes. I love that. Okay, that is our pieces for now. And I will do some close-ups, like I said, when I get through stitching these. I'll put close-ups at the end of the video. And I think that's going to be it, guys. Just mass make a bunch of these. We'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.